All right, so if you guys were watching, I forgot all languages I knew, and then the moment I stopped making a video, I was like, wait, ton are ka'iyan. So like he's the ka'iyan is actually like what they're calling this person. Like it's not and on. Like and you're on, like you're from the house of On. Like no, he's the ka'iyan, just like Yeza on. Because we have Sophia Yeza and we have this name Yeza, and like what we found is that like in the book of John, like where it talks about Jesus's girl, like he one of the things it says is Yeza on, and they added a comma, and like I was talking about Aaron, because it's not on, it's un. But here he's the ka'iyan. And I think that was one of the issues I had, because I kept finding yon because the way that it is at the end. But this is a poem, like I said, and he says he's our alian. Because Ali, which Alleluia. And then there's ton listen without nayan. I don't know what that says actually, like at all. Which maybe like a Greek person or an Arab person might be able to figure out that line. But Sam are Samarian actually is what it says there, because Samarian, and you are Samarian, kai ton. Like which like where's Samaria? I don't know. Were the Sumerians like kind of in the Persia area? I'm not sure where the Sumerians were from. But like what I was actually trying to say is that like we know ook, and that means we don't know what we're reading, because it's ton ar ka'iyan, because you are the Lord of Ons, is what's actually saying. And so like this is a poem. Like, and so I think that indicates to me that that the word kai is actually kai. It's not kai, because he's saying like you are the ka'iyan. Like is my opinion. He that might be our Lord of On, like that that right there, because it's our that OU, which I think. I just want to point out something, because I have translated some of this a little bit. I was saying this is ton our ka'iyan, like you are our ka'iyan, which would be a very good thing to know is our, like possessive. That'd be really weird, because I'm really having trouble, because I think that I'm doing Arab possessives too often, but I don't know. But it says kai ton us in nayan. So that might be us, which I don't know what that means, but it could be a sin, or it could be a sin. And that's the real issue with me trying to translate the Bible still. Like, I know enough that I can go, I know that part. Like, kaiton are kayan. And I know that it's our kayan. Like, I can feel it. Because what's it going to say? And on, and ton, us, in nayan. Like clearly it's a poem no matter what. Like, and this is the Old Testament, so it's rhyming in Greek. And if you've ever heard the Hebrew Bible rhyme, old Bible expert that knows the Hebrew is the one, like, you don't know, I really do care about Hebrew. Well, if you're like a real Bible expert, like, you might notice that Greek's hard enough that like you probably should just know Greek. And like, because the Hebrew Bible sucks. Like, you want to know about Jesus, right? Like the Bible literally says like focus on Jesus, like don't worry about the rest of it as much. But like what I'm trying to say is R is the word, I think is, because we do know Alion for sure. But ton Sam are like, I don't know what Sam is. Are Ayan. but because Sam might be, I thought it'd been father at one point, but I really was basing that off of like absolutely nothing. Like that was like the least thing I ever believed in was Sam, because I think it's pater. Like I think it's actually like, is it Latin? Pater? I don't know. I can't remember, because I really don't actually do Greek that much. But like there are things I know, like Alion and Kion, and if you don't know proper nouns, you don't know Greek. Like if you don't know the name Aaron, and if you don't know Yeza is Yeza, that's his freaking name, okay? It's not Jesus. Like his name's Yeza. Like you don't know his name. Like you're the Greek scholar that like really doesn't notice like how many names Paul has. The guy has the most names. Like I'll never freaking figure out Paul because he has so many freaking names. But like what I figured out is that I can prove that someone's really trying to make sure I can't read this thing, because it's that much about slavery and about bad things people did. When I compile a YouTube video on this text, which is a poem from page 33 of Codex Alexandrinus, which I assume that would be Genesis, which like, is Genesis the oldest book of the Bible? Yes. And what's the oldest book of the Bible? A Greek version of Genesis. So, but what I'm claiming is that Al is R, Kalyan is like he like Kalyan, like because on is like something I've talked about a million times, and like I even showed like Alleluia on or Althea on, and which is like truth on, and I've shown like Yeza on, which is Jesus on, because there's no S, in any of them. And so like, but what I'm actually trying to say is that like, what I also have talked about is how Ali is that important of a name. And in Arabic, what is Ali? Ali is like, it's Ali. It's not Hallie. Is what Ali in Arabic screams to me. Like, it's like, there is no word like Ali. Like seriously. That's that letter. But it's Alion, and it is Ali in Jesus' lineages, yes. So like when it says that you are Alion, and he's talking to God, my Lord, you are Alion, like like Alleluia, like but it's also saying like, my Lord, you are our Kaion, like you are our Lord, and like so like. But what I'm trying to say is like it is that important of a word. Like it's not saying and like if you actually are understanding it at all, like I don't know which one us is, but I know that like the languages were derived from one another. Like they were like literally like, okay, I got to change this so that I can figure out the language. It's like easier to remember it for me. And then you teach the kids the language. And then they're the ones that actually know it. But all I'm saying is that like, I don't think there's any debate on this, that's Kalyan. Like you are our Kalyan, which I think is very helpful that I figured that out today. But you also are our Alion, which is why I know how important that is. Like, and so like, but I think that our is not the same. Like our Alion is not the same as being Lord, like because of the way it's wording. Like that's the way they would have said it. So I can read Greek sometimes, like, but not always.